All right, so this is what the room is looking like so far. So over here, I'm not able to put anything just yet because we're waiting for countertops and cabinet doors to be put in, but I will be putting my white bookshelves up on top of there, hopefully. Things all over the place. Desks are out. I think how I'll keep them. Library, how I'll keep it. My area, how I'll keep it. And then back here on this empty wall, they're going to be putting in the kids' hooks for their backpacks and coats. So we have to just keep this space open for now. So things still to be done. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the layout. Obviously lots to do as far as cleanup, organization, and decor. But I think over here, I've got a nice bulletin board, so this will be like a center area. I'll be moving these or getting rid of them. Plenty of storage over here, which is tough that I can't quite place things in these shelves or on top of them right now, but it'll be a good spot. And my IKEA Trofast bins and my small group area, which I'm pretty happy with over here. Got my cart area for a plug. This will be our math area. Got my small group cart, plenty of space right here. Then I can see the whole room. See the screen. And then over here eventually will be my quiet corner. Right now I'm storing a lot of my friend's materials, so I have some extra supplies and bins in the room that won't be here during the school year. I'm just storing them for the summer for her. But yeah, library looks great. Again, this will be gone. So I've got my 4 library shelves here. And now let's get to work. Hello. So I am back in my classroom today to continue working on classroom setup. So when we left off, it was the last day of school, or the last teacher workshop day of school, when we were moving everything from our temporary classrooms into our brand new classrooms. So I'm sitting in my new classroom right now. Most of my furniture is actually pretty set up at this point, but I'm doing lots of little things today, working on bulletin boards, some organizing, trying to figure out this small group area that I'm sitting in that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I think I've been here about an hour, just kind of, I don't even know what I've done in this time. I've done a bulletin board. But other than that, just doing some organizing today and figuring out how I can make this classroom work so that I'm not stressed out at the last minute. So let me show you around. All right, so one thing that I have done today is my bulletin boards. Now I did 2 options. I've got this one where I have the confetti border on the inside and the blue on the outside. And I also did this one here with the confetti on the outside and blue on the inside. Now, this is different than how I've had it the past 2 years, so I think I'm gonna go with this just to try something new. And then I also worked on our multiplication numbers over here, just taped those up to the wall. We can't actually put anything on the brick walls for now, for the next month or 2. So this is going to need to stay blank. I think I'm gonna put my maps here, and this will be my ELA Social Studies Science section. And then back around to the whiteboard, this will be math. So one thing I really want to work on today is this small group section. So I like the table here because I have a good view of the room. I can see what will eventually become our quiet corner. I can see what will be the carpeted area up at the front and our clear touch. But I can't quite figure out how to get all of this to work. So I have my teaching cart that I put my computer and books on, and then this teaching cart that I just carry materials in that I grab from a lot. So part of me wants to put everything up against the wall here, but then there's no plugs over there. I only have a plug right here, but then I'm blocking the bulletin board. So I'm gonna play around with a few options, see what I like. Okay, so this is option one. Just put my teaching carts over here. But then I don't have access to the plug. I mean, I can plug my computer in at the table. It's literally right there. But I don't know. I ideally like everything to be right next to each other. So I'm gonna try something else. All right, here is the second option. So I feel like this functions better as far as my teaching cart because it's not much space between here, and I'm constantly grabbing things from both of these. But I don't like the look of it as much. And I do plan to put teaching materials on the top of this bookshelf, so that wouldn't be as easily accessible. I don't know, this is hard. Try one more. All right, one more. See, this one looks the nicest. Everything tucked over here. But I don't think it functions as well because when I'm teaching over here, I'm gonna have to go all the way around to get to my teaching area. I don't know, might not be so bad, but I don't know. And then my cord will be like way over there. I just don't know. Who knew decisions like this were so hard? Probably for most people they're not, but for me they are. Okay, I came up with one more option. So if I put my small group table over here, it's right next to the door, which I like because I just feel like people are constantly coming in and out, and if I need to answer the phone, it's right there. So good central location, and I like that I'm close to the clear touch as well, easy in and out. Obviously this stuff wouldn't be here, but I don't want to move in until I'm sure of what I'm doing. And I'd also be nice and close to the cabinets, which I'm going to put a lot of my teaching stuff on. So now I don't know. Doesn't give me as much room, obviously, width-wise, so I might have to figure out something slightly different with the desks or just move them further over. And I also don't know if I have as great of a view of the room, like if kids are over at the library or even in the quiet corner, that would be tough to see them. I don't know. Let's see. If I'm sitting from here, that's my view of the room. Obviously this stuff's just all over here until I figure out what I'm doing, but it gives me a ton of room at the front. And so I could move this table over here. Even thought about lowering that to the ground and just putting puzzle pieces under it for kids to sit at, because that could be a good like math center area. Could scooch these down. Oh, I don't know. Decisions. Let me get one more view. And obviously my teaching carts would go over there with my table. I just don't want to move everything until I'm sure of what I'm doing. I don't know. So for now, I'm keeping my teacher area where I had it in this back corner near my whiteboard. I like the view from the table. I mean, not just that it's going to look nice, but I just think I'm going to have a really good view of all of the students when they're in their centers or in their independent group time. And that's primarily what I like about this spot. But we'll see. It just seems a bit crowded over here, and I can't really figure out a way to make my teacher supplies work. But I think I might just have to play around with it for the first few weeks of school, and if I don't like it, I can always change it, but at least this is a good starting spot. I think another thing that's hard is that I'm not able to put anything on these cabinets right now. And so that's been hard too. I've tried to plan out what will go over there, but I'm hoping actually to I have this tall white bookshelf right here and this shorter white bookshelf I've hidden behind here. I'm hoping to put those on top of the counters once they're up here. So that could be a lot of my teacher storage, and I guess I don't need everything right behind me when I'm sitting at my table. But yeah, that's been the biggest struggle of today, but I'm really happy with the multiplication numbers. I think those look great over here, and this will be my math bulletin board, so that's perfect. I like that that's going to be right near calendar once I have that together as well, kind of just everything math centered. I organized the top of my bookshelf. I think I'll use this one for like teacher things, turn-in bins, student supplies, and then like books and book return. This is all moving. It's just kind of there for now. Some of it is my friend's who's storing some of her things in our room for now. Again, the coat rack is going to go up here. I did move my file cabinet over here. Don't mind the trash, hoping that'll be taken out. I know it looks a little silly, but I really like having a file cabinet or something magnetic near my door because I put a like student check-in station, absent, present, bathroom with another teacher, nurse, and I just really like having that near the door, and I can put hand sanitizer, tissues, whatever we need on top. So it might look a little bit funky, but I always like it. And I think it actually provides another little corner for kids to sit. I don't think I'll leave the desk right there, but it's just an extra one for now. Another thing I got accomplished today is I did some organizing in my closet. So luckily these bins fit perfectly, but these ones that I had to buy do not. I can't fit 3 wide, so still working on that. Man, is it a process to organize supplies, but we're getting there. Still need to change this bulletin board so that it matches that one. I think I'm going to try that new design out this year. Like I said earlier, I had the solid color on the outside last year and the confetti on the inside. So I'm just kind of trying to do something new and different. Still very happy with the front of the room. Layout hasn't changed. We'll see what I think about this small group area. I think I've just got to think on that before I spend my entire day here. So yeah. Say goodbye to the classroom for now. Hello, and welcome back to Classroom Setup in my classroom. Today is day 3 that I am in my classroom. So the first day was our last teacher workshop day of school, where we just moved all of the furniture into our new rooms. That was the big day. Then I came earlier this week, worked on some bulletin boards, some organizing, moved my small group table around a million times before I ended up putting it back where it was to begin with. And then today I'm back in the classroom. It's already about 90 degrees in here, so I don't think I'm gonna last long, but had some time this morning, and the end of the summer is going to be really busy for me. So I'm just trying to get in when I have some time. So today I want to work on my bulletin boards, possibly set up my calendar using, what is the fancy tape that you get to separate each section. Not sure if I'll get around to that. But I also want to see, I have these rounded brown shelves. They're short, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them or not, but I think what I'm going to do is hold on to them for now, for the beginning of the year, and then if I end up not really needing them, then I'll get rid of them when I see fit, instead of getting rid of them right now and realizing that I don't want them, or that I want them once the school year starts. So I decided that I'm going to take those shelves and put them at the end of my desk groups so I can use them for student storage and put like our student math binders and headphones and certain supplies on those. So that's one thing I want to move. I want to see how many of my big white milk crates I can fit either on top of those or inside them. I also want to see how many of those white crates I can fit inside, these green cabinets. I can't put anything in there yet, but at least I can plan for what I will put in there once we are able to put supplies in there, because those are going to be a big storage piece, especially for my materials, since I don't have a student or a teacher desk anymore. It's the first year I decided not to have a teacher desk, and trying to figure out how I will store student files and just all of my things. So that's my plan for the day. So I'll get back to you once I've gotten some work done. This is one thing that I wanted to see today, was how many white milk crates I can fit in here. So I can definitely fit 3 across. This is cutting it super close. I'm not sure when the countertop is on if it'll really fit, I guess, if I pull them both out at the same time, but this is more so for my reference to see right now, because I think since I won't have a teacher desk this year, I'll be using this area for my storage and student files and things. The next thing I want to do is, I have this purple shelf over in my back corner that is kind of just my random gross shelf. I've got like board games, math center games that don't fit into bins, I Spy books, extra picture books that don't fit on the shelves, random center and amplify things. And then I have 2 empty shelves that I just cleared off that I want to put my chapter books that I have like multiple copies of. I don't use those a ton, just in ELA groups or if kids ask to read with a friend or a group. So I'm gonna put those all on here, because this is just kind of this is my random shelf, to be honest. It's my Monica closet. Way. Shelf is just really deep, and I'd like to be able to utilize it as much as possible, because it's a nice sturdy shelf. Don't have many like sturdy pieces of furniture in this classroom. So I wonder if I put the books like this way, and I can fit, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. But I think I'll put just a couple copies, like half the copies of each in the back and then half the copies in the front so I can see what each book, and I don't have full series behind.